Man, I got a fucked up life. A lot of people out here may know me, but for those who don't, my name is Michael Warren. I've been in and out of prison since '98. Just got out in July from doing 6.5 years. Ain't seen my kids grow up because I've been in and out. I got 4 kids. Jerry, Michael, Miko, and Malik. My youngest 2 hardly even know me. That's something I'm trying to build up on now. My little brothers and them watching me do what I do, so they grow up and think it's cool. So when I come out, 2 go in. Hell of a deal, the 2 for 1. My youngest brother Alvarez, and my older brother Antoine. I went away, Alvarez got out here on some wild shit, had no guidance, and he landed where I just came from. My older brother is mixed up in some bullshit. Everybody know he don't get down like that. But my mama can't even enjoy the fact that I came out because she got 2 gone. And I can't even be mad at her. It'll be selfish for me to make her think that she should be happy I'm out when she got pain on her, worry about the other 2.
How long has it been then, like realistically, since, let's just say, because a lot of people in the hood, in the lower class, we don't realize that it's a lot of people don't even understand our struggle, bro. It's people that grow up. How long have it been since you done spent, let's just say, 2 years free since 18? How much of that time, percentage-wise, have you been incarcerated?
Shoot, I only make it out a year. I ain't never made it out past a year since I was 18.
And how old are you now?
I'm 32. So like the last 13, 14 years of my life been spent in prison.
Okay, can you tell me this? Do you know what your problem was? Or is it, I don't say it was, but is it over? Is the problem solved? Do you feel like you is rehabilitated? The word, I hate to use that word, it's generic now, but you know what I mean. Do you feel like you good, you a citizen, that you gonna...
I mean, shoot, that's what it is, rehabilitated. You ain't gotta hate to use it, that's what it is. Yeah, I feel like I knew what my problem was. That fast money, you know what I'm saying? Didn't want to work, didn't want nobody telling me what to do. I wanted to be out here, you know what I'm saying, trying to do me. Trying to live a life for the streets, you know what I'm saying? And they swallowed me up. Streets ain't what it's cracked out to be, you know what I'm saying?
What you mean by that? Like it looked like it's...
Cause like
I ain't gonna lie, when I came home from prison, I was jealous of them dudes in the streets. I hated it. I was broke, man, and it looked like it was cracking. But I came to find out mostly it was just outfit money. It was just outfits.
That's what it is. Man, niggas been doing that for a long time.
The same move.
You know what I'm saying? Same move. Let me get this outfit or this car.
I killed him with the Adidas suit in '90.
They was jumping in. What I'm saying. But what I'm saying though, when I say the game ain't like, you know what I'm saying, what it's cracked up to be like, when people picture the game, they live it off of movies, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be this man, I'm gonna have this, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna have that. But what they don't know is there's the consequences behind that. And a lot of dudes ain't ready to take them consequences. They telling and all that. That's why the game ain't like, it ain't cracked up like it is. A lot of these dudes, because they think they physical tough, they mentally tough. That ain't gonna get you nowhere when you go
do that time, face yourself, because that's what doing time really is how much can you stand being by yourself, facing yourself. Do you like? Because I done been in that solitary for a long time, and I ain't have nobody. But that's why I'm so attached to God. You feel me? Because in that solitary, you ain't got nobody. You gotta have something. So niggas used to be like, "Oh, nigga, that shit, that ain't real. That Jesus stuff, that God stuff can't get you out of here." And then you still in the same position as me. But here he is now, 10, 15 years later, and them dudes still in there in prison. You feel me? Right. In there looking for something. I don't know what they looking for now.
You gotta have somebody. If you ain't got no family, and when you in prison, you got yourself, because you can't trust nobody. So if your family ain't right, you gotta have somebody. There's only one person that you can call.
You feel me?
Everybody else gonna kick you when you down.
And it ain't nothing wrong with it. People say it's wrong, like that's that jail religion or whatever. you know, that's when you need God the most. When you at your lowest point, that's when you need, and that's when He waiting for you. He don't want to help pick. It's like a father. You don't want to pick your son up from every little scraping, baby. You feel me? But if it's something,
learn though.
Yeah, you gotta bump his head.
People say that, but everybody done done something wrong. They done something and screamed out, whether it was a wreck, a kid trip, oh God. So, you know what I mean? That's just talk. A lot of people just don't like people that go to prison, so, you know, they say we try to use that to get us out of there.
Yeah, that's real. And like getting married.
You're gonna get out of prison. If it's meant for you to go home, whether a modification or not, whether you go to God or not, you're gonna go. You know what I'm saying? If it's meant. If that's your time, it's your time.
You can blame it on, you can say God did it, you can say your lawyer did it. You know what I'm saying?
Say whatever. If it's your time, it's your time. It can't be stopped.
That's real. And I know, how long you been out now?
I've been out almost 6 months next week.
Let me ask you a real question that's a lot of people is facing around the whole country. The job situation, you know, it's a recession, it's a mini recession. And it's 8% unemployment regular, but for a black person, black male, it's 16% unemployment. For a black male felon, it's probably 70-90% unemployment.
Probably is.
How have you, or are you a student, or tell us a little bit about what's your moves that you're making now to make sure secure that you don't end up back in the same boat?
Well, right now I'm going to school, trying to finish up on my bachelor's. So hopefully that'll open some doors.
Bachelor's degree, as in college?
Yeah. Trying to get me a bachelor's in psychology.
What do you plan to do with a bachelor's in psychology, being that you from the, you know what I mean, the hood and the lower class? Do you want to help people that's been, are you saying that you think, are you doing this because of your own need to understand why you did the things that you do and what happened, and you know what I mean? Are you doing it for that reason, or are you just like the idea?
No, I'm doing it for both, because I need to know why I thought the way I thought to do the stuff that I did, so that way I can stop my kids from doing what they doing. And then the second part I'm doing it for, because I want to talk to those that, you know what I'm saying, like I said, think the game is all what it is when it's not. It's no joke. You know what I mean? They putting you away for life. If you ain't mentally strong, you'll be in there killing yourself. This is serious out here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to not only pick apart my brain and help me help myself, but I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, help me save my kids and maybe help others that's in need.
That's commendable, man. I want to add, you said you've been out, you was gone for 6+ years. And you've been out like 6 months, so that'll put you at about like 2005, 2006, the last time you seen the streets at all in that area. Major differences that you didn't notice between, because I know it, because I can't even imagine, and I've been in there, I've been there a long time, I'm gonna lie, but I can't imagine now, it's been so long since I was incarcerated, I can't imagine now what it would be like coming home to the 4G era.
Man, technology.
Can you work your phone? That's what I want to know.
I'm still, on some real, I'm still learning how to get myself together. Yeah. When I first got out and seen the touchscreen, I'm like, what was all this? We had flips, you know what I mean?
A lot of people still do.
My kids, and the kids is just doing their thing with these things, you know what I'm saying? They just so,
program your phone.
Man, they so highly educated on the technology, they doing their thing, so it's really spazzing me out. I'm seeing how these kids can just work these phones, and I'm struggling
with every
working mine. You know what I'm saying? I'm still learning new stuff.
I ain't gonna lie, I miss my flip phone for some reason.
Easy, because it was easy.
I could walk that boy, take a picture, you feel me?
Man, this phone, you got the camcorder and video and
what about have you hit the, did you do the same thing this time? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I party when I get out of prison now. Did you do the same thing? What did you do differently, or what are you gonna do differently besides the school?
What I'm doing differently really is, you know what I'm saying, I'm leaving the streets alone. Went out. I'm not gonna
we all go.
But you know, I haven't made it a point to make it to every party. You know what I mean? That's not my intention and my plan. It
get boring sometimes just sitting there, and you're free. Like it should be a little fun somewhere, but I know you personally, and I see how you is about your kids, and that's your real. That's
my main goal. You know what I mean? I done caused a lot of pain to them, not knowing their father. You know what I mean? Like I said, I caused a lot of pain to my mama. She been dealing with this for 3 years.
How did you deal with that in prison, man? What's your kid's age?
When I got locked up in 06, little Michael.
I know little Michael.
Little Michael was 6. My daughter was 8. And I had a newborn. He might have been 3 months. And my girl was pregnant with one on the way. So I never seen my son ever until I got out.
Man.
My youngest son.
I'm sitting here saying I know little Michael like a joke, but I know him more. I've seen him more than you got this. And I bear, but that's crazy though. How did you deal with, you couldn't even write him?
You got to think that 6 was just when I went this time. That
Right,
including the other 2 times, you know what I'm saying, when it was just a couple months, a year. But, you know, I just dealt with, I wrote them, even if I didn't get letters back, I just dealt with it, you know what I mean, just sent them birthday cards. And I just had to really, when they say you don't want to call on nobody, I just had to call on God that he'd be cool. You know, I had to block out.
It's that simple, ain't it? You ain't got nowhere to turn. There ain't no way that you can physically save yourself or do nothing for yourself. I bet you call on God. Man. That's what I tell everybody. I don't care what you say.
You might not think you calling on him, but you calling
your
on him.
Soul
you your soul is begging. But like I said, and then I just had to be mentally strong and block out, I had to block out the fact that I ain't had no kids, and then I just knew.
You had to block out the streets, didn't you?
I had to block out everything. I had to, you know what I'm saying, adapt to where I was at.
You had to institutionalize.
I had to, I ain't gonna say all the way go institutionalize, but I had to carry my mind as
like
institutionalizer.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I got my mind back when I got on the street, but I had to change my mind.
You had to play the game like being in the military.
You can't be concerned about loved ones when you're behind these bars because you can lose your life. This ain't no joke, it's serious. So I had to X out the fact that I got this family because I don't need to be stressing. What I need to be doing is doing what I need to do to get back out there to them. And
let me ask you this then. You got a younger brother. You got a few younger brothers.
Yeah.
And sister. There's things that you said in letters and phone calls, whatever, but there's a lot of little young dudes out there right now, 15, 16, 17, ain't got no big brother. Ain't got no real. They got videos of rap, you know. But what would you have if your little younger brothers was still young enough where you could reach them really? What would you just say to them, knowing what you know now and everything? How would you try? Because I've been having trouble trying to think of how to talk to the youngsters, man.
The risk ain't worth the reward. You know what I mean?
As far as the money.
As far as the money wise, it ain't the risk of selling it ain't worth it. But I was just telling, like I said, the game ain't cracked up what it is to be. It's better to stay in school. Because you
almost done with school, ain't you?
Yeah, I'll be done in December this year. But you become a triple loser. Not only do you got a number, you go to prison, you know what I mean, you look down upon, but then when you get back out to society, it's either you try to get a job, they ain't gonna go in and get you none because your background, but you might can do the job better than the next man, you ain't gonna get it. So you just losing. When you go behind these walls, you losing family members, you can't go to funerals, so you just losing all the way around. You know what I mean? It ain't worth it what it is. You gotta weigh out all the options. I lost my brother and my grandmother in the penitentiary. My little brother. It ain't just more about me, it's about if you really love somebody, you gotta do what you gotta do so you won't cause them pain. You just ain't hurting your kids. You know what I'm saying? I just hurt myself, my kids. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some people don't give a fuck about themselves. They say about their kids. But okay, well, you just ain't hurting your kids. You know what I mean? You making it hard on your kids' mama. They got to raise. They didn't ask for this child by themselves. You know what I'm saying? When you laid down and had them, you told them you was gonna be there. Your mama raised you right. She didn't ask for this pain. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get it together. If you love your mama, don't put her through the pain. Like I said, the risk ain't worth the reward.
Since you do bring that up, about mamas, is there anybody that you just, before we've wrapped this segment up, that you just only want to give a special mention to? Because I ain't even trying to be funny, but Tarisha A. Ball, that's my nigga though. That's my nigga though. You feel me? I know you want to give a couple special shouts out to people, man, because they're going to be watching this for years to come, bro.
Oh, yeah, you know, first, you know what I'm saying, I definitely got to give a shout out to my mom, Deuce. You know what I'm saying? through all my faults and failures, through all the hell, you know what I'm saying? She
Who is
stuck
that?
by me.
Is she on Facebook?
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
your mom on Facebook?
Yeah, she is on
My
Facebook.
mom on Facebook too.
You know what I'm saying? So to all my faults and failure, Mom just been down there, you know what I'm saying, and the rest of
That's
my family.
Mrs. Gail Coates.
You know what I mean? And the rest of my family that stuck by me. But, you know, I do want to give a shout out to Tarisha.
Yeah. I love seeing y'all as a unit together, man, because black couples, I ain't gonna just say black couples, I ain't gonna just say it like that. Couples, period, seem just like not the thing to be no more. Like it ain't even worth it. Like everybody cheating, everybody lying, everybody doing everything, you know what I mean, doing each other. What makes you feel like you can trust or take that chance? You know how it is when you first come home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying though?
I feel you.
Just being real.
On some real shit, man, that's my, you know what I mean? That's my heart. We've been through a lot before I went to the joint, you know? I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. What made me trust her is because, my nigga, I don't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women with you when you're doing good, you stunned, you shining. Bro, I don't got nothing.
You admit that on camera? They gotta keep it 100 on.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not balling. I'm not selling them. I'm scrounging like
free.
The X-Man. I'm free. Like I put on my stats, I'm free. I ain't really got, you know what I'm saying, standing on nothing. I'm just doing my little thing. But you know what I'm saying? When a motherfucker can love you when you broke as much as they love you when you got something, you know it's real. It ain't about that. Plus, you know, she keeps it 100 with me. And I done put her through a lot of bull, and she's still around, so I know it's real, cuz. It's gotta be real.
Hey, you know what? I'm looking at this camera from the back, bro. The thing, I'm looking at the LCD screen, just listening to what you're saying, and you done came a long way since young Mike Warren. Like, you know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, I'm trying to get my grown man on now, for real, though. It's time to quit playing.
Now, you need to look in my closet then. Ah, come on, man.